in, I'm gonna throw a 2, 1, and I'm gonna come over the top.
Episode 17 of the RedHawk recap. If you want to support the podcast, like and subscribe to the page, or there's a ton of extra content on the patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. Techniques going up every week, full Monday vlog, vlog the full day, holding pads for sugar, teaching my classes. And that's where I communicate with people most. I get a fuckload of messages on the Instagram, but the people I communicate with are on Patreon. So if you want to support it, then check out Patreon. But I'm here with my brother, my bud. We've been friends for a while. My boy Rob Emerson. He's been around the game for a fucking long time. How old are you now?
I just turned 40 last July.
And then you've been in it for how long? How long were you doing martial arts just for a living?
I had my first pro fight, I think 2000, 2001. So I remember I was locked up actually for some street fights when I was 19. And then I had my 20th birthday, I remember, in there. And then when I got out, 3 weeks after I got out, I got offered to fight Jens Pulver right after he beat BJ for the first ever lightweight world title.
So 2001 was your first pro fight?
Yeah.
I was fucking 11 years old then. But back then, they were probably doing pro fights just like every fight's a pro fight, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Everyone asks me, how much, about the amateur circuit. Like, it's kind of new to me. I'm kind of green when it comes to that because the amateur circuit wasn't really established back then. It was basically if you got fought and got paid any amount, then you became, you're a pro or whatever. So it was a lot different now where guys kind of build and work their way up through the, amateur circuit. And then,
fuck yeah, dude. So you've been around. So you've been a part of probably quite a few teams, huh?
Yeah, fuck. I've been around on a lot of good teams. Out there in Orange County, there was a really strong MMA circuit out there. I was at Team Oyama. I started off with Marco Ruas. It was the first MMA gym. Actually, the first ever MMA gym in California was a place called Extreme University, and that was down in Southern Orange County. And then after that, I went trained at Marco Ruas, and then a little bit of Chris Brennan over at Next Generation. And then my first major team I was part of was Team Oyama, and I was there for about 8 years or so, 7-8 years.
Yeah, that's been a stacked team for a while, but and now it's like, okay, starting to get into coaching. Which, how fucking lucky are we that we can just do martial arts now for a living? Like, there's a lot of fighters out there that are like, after fighting, they're not good at communicating with people or learning the psychology of different athletes and how to coach different athletes. So it's going to be hard for them to become coaches. So it's like, I just feel so lucky that I'm able to not be fighting right now and still make a living through martial arts. Like, I'm lucky as fuck. And same for you.
Yeah, it's huge. You're right. I think coaching takes a certain personality and a certain fighter's IQ, and it's different. It's some guys are better coaches than they are fighters, and some guys are better fighters than they are coaches. But I'm completely fascinated with the whole mental side of these violent sports. The psychology of it is fascinating to me, and it's cool that I get to delve in and learn about this stuff now from a perception of a coach, as opposed to the perception of a fighter. And fear and all that stuff and mindset was something I always struggled with as an athlete, always doubting myself. Even though I never got tired, I never got KO'd, I never lost a drop of blood in fighting in the most violent sport in the world for 20 years. Yeah. What the fuck do I have to be fucking fearful of or nervous about?
Yeah, and I think people have this crazy confidence until they start getting a few losses and they understand what can happen, and they understand, like, damn, I felt great that day. The fight camp went perfect, and the fight went fucking horrible. So once you start realizing the way shit can go in a fight, it's like, I don't know of a guy that hasn't dealt with that. That's had losses. All the undefeated guys, they're fucking confident, they're not scared, they're ready to go. But once you get a handful of losses underneath you, things start changing a little bit mentally. It's interesting, huh?
Yeah, and why they're losing, are they Like for me, I got so comfortable with losing because I lost so many decisions, you know. But again, I never got beat up. All the guys that beat me, you know, on points, kind of laying and praying on top of me or whatever, they were all beat up, busted up, fucking, you know, blood everywhere. And if it was a street fight, I would have won that fight. You know what I mean? And I guess,
no time limit.
yeah, or no time. Yeah, that's what I loved about Pride in that whole era back then. But that was like kind of my mindset going through my era of you know, MMA. And now it's cool because I got to try to step back and maybe educate, you know, some of the younger guys and maybe just share my story with them a little bit and hopefully it'll empower them, you know?
Yeah, it's fucking, it's too fun. It's too fun. So did you go down and have training camps with BJ Penn? Were you there training with him? What was his training schedule like? I've heard from a few guys that like it was awesome in Hawaii, but the training wasn't super hard.
Yeah, I can say that. And the training wasn't super hard. They were very intellectual about how they had their camps. Like I said, I met BJ doing the Ultimate Fighter show with him. We became really good friends with that. And then Jason Perillo shortly after that. Actually, when I left Tumoyama's gym, I went to go train over at Ruka with Jason. I was there with him for like 7 years or more or so. And
damn, 7 years?
Yeah, and then with training with him, we'd go train up at the Black House and get some good sparring in with like Jose Aldo and, you know, Pedro Munoz and all those guys. And, you know, have a lot of guys come down and just connections with the sports, you know what I mean? So I got to acquire a lot of knowledge, you know, training with, you know, Tumoyama and Perillo and now over at the lab. And it's cool because I've just been collecting data basically the last 20 years. And it's cool. Now, like you said, now we get to, you know, use that data from a coach's perspective and
give it back and give back like the truth of martial arts, which is fucking lucky.
Yeah. Hawaii was fun though. They were good on not breaking the body down, and it was cool to see an intelligent perspective on training with BJ and those guys. And like yeah, I've done a few camps with them. I was there at his full last camp as well when he fought Clay Guida, and Diego Sanchez was out there as well, and our other friend Pedro, who just won on the Ultimate Contender Series. But
and then is that where you kind of got in contact with Cyborg, Chris Cyborg, through Perillo?
No, I met Cyborg way back in the day, like 10 years ago. I was running Tito's gym back in Huntington Beach and just met them through them because Tito actually started managing her, and I just kind of held pads for her, and we had a really good chemistry, pad-wise and training-wise, and then I started helping her with her nutrition and her weight cuts. So
she probably really liked your kind of Muay Thai style too.
Yeah, because we did a lot of conditioning and then, you know, Thai style. And I don't really have a traditional Thai style of fighting. It's more, I was raised upon like the more Dutch style fighting because Marco Ruas was good friends with like Peter Ayerts and all those guys. And a lot of the K1 Golden Era guys would come down and train at Marco's gym. And I was always fascinated with the K1 era then. And so I really like the Dutch style kickboxing, just grabbing one hand for a knee instead of both. And I think that style with a higher guard implements well for MMA. You know, it's the difference. The guys in Glory, they have a little bit higher guard and they're a little bit closed. Muay Thai fighting is a little bit more open. They got elbows and shit they can throw, and this style is different. But I think the Dutch style is more applicable for MMA.
Yeah, definitely. And just like I feel like it's so important for a fighter to kind of figure out what style they're gonna use. Like Sugar, he's got this kind of like a boxing, karate, taekwondo-ish style. Like if you would have ran into a coach early on that was like, no, we're doing Muay Thai. This is how you strike. You don't strike that way. Yeah. And who knows how the career would have went, you know? It's pretty fun finding those athletes and kind of figuring out what style is going to be best for this guy.
Yeah.
The slow twitch guys compared to the fast twitch guys, and then the different tactics going into the fight. It's fun as a coach figuring that out.
Fuck yeah. I think no style is the best. You know, and like Bruce Lee said it best, be like water. You know, I think that's the best, you know, concept is have no style, being able to adjust in every moment of that fight. You know, and yeah, some guys obviously are better wrestlers, better strikers, and they can implement their, you know, their wild card. But I think Shug has the golden ticket as to where it's hard to figure him out. He's elevating so much every fight, and it's hard for the next opponent to kind of figure him out and train for that. So that's definitely a plus for him, that there's not many guys out there that are going to be able to mimic his style and mimic how good his balance is southpaw and how good his balance is orthodox.
after he misses shots, after he gets hit, after he's juking around, like his balance from both stances is so fucking good.
That's so important that you said that, dude. That's the most important thing. When guys switch to the opposite stance, balance should be the first thing they boom. Like, because that's big. You learn to balance yourself before you walk as a baby. And anyone that's even gone skateboarding or so, you try to surf or skate or snowboard opposite stance, it's awkward. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for fighting. And I think it starts off at that basics, like balance.
Yeah.
And just doing ladder drills and stuff from your opposite stance and shadow boxing. I busted my right hand, I remember, and I'm like, fuck, I'm out for a while. And instead of getting bummed out on myself, I started doing everything with my left hand. I started brushing my teeth with my left hand, eating with my left hand. And I noticed that my nervous system kind of started upgrading, and I started getting really good at southpaw. And now I literally go back and forth between both stances, and my left side is just as good as my orthodox side. So
yeah, it's badass. Yeah, someone who's just got a crazy fucking just mindset, just cannoneer. What's it like coaching him? What's been your favorite athlete to coach, and why? Like, why are they your favorite athlete to coach? But also, like, some of those athletes have such good crazy mindsets, but the athletes that don't have the strongest mindset, that's like the more of a challenge as a coach to be able to get their confidence up, and to be able to work them through some of those battles, and then they win. That's kind of a fun challenge too. But someone like Jared, what's his mindset like? He's just fucking ice cold, isn't he?
Yeah, his mindset is like unlike anyone else I've worked with in the sport, and I have a hard time even saying, "Oh, coach." I think I'm more of a teammate to these guys. Over at the lab, we got a lot of minds over there. So for me, it's like I don't want to put myself even on a coach's pedestal. I want to be part of the team, part of the family, and help everyone grow. And I'm blessed to work with a mind like Jared, and it's so awesome to co-create with him, because he's an expansive mind. You hear him talk about all of his all the stuff he's into, and it's crazy. I only really care to have intelligent conversations with these guys. I have some crazy, wild conversations with Jared. Mindset is the most important thing when it comes to this game, especially at that level. And he has it figured out. Conquering fear is the most fucking important thing in this fucking life, is conquering fear, especially in these violent sports, in these violent arenas. You got to conquer fear. And that comes down to fucking every millimoment, every second. And I understand the analogy of fear is good. You must have a little bit of nervousness when you go out to the battlefield or go out to competition. And everyone's heard that. And I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, though. There has to be a point where the human being can get to where they can still operate in their art, or go hunt, or go to a battlefield with a complete blank mind of having no fear and not playing the what if game.
Yeah.
Right?
Fear
is the what if game. What if I get tired? What if I throw this and he blocks and hits me back? What if he clips me with this? And what if? And as athletes, you play that what if game. Fucking
especially at the high level, you're going to be well behind. That's the thing. That's the thing that the guys at the high level have figured out. They know how to be in the moment, completely in the moment, thinking about what's in front of them. You know what I mean? And not thinking about what if, not thinking about what the crowd's saying, how much time's left, just thinking about all that stuff. They're thinking about this guy, just being in the moment. And I think that's powerful, especially with the fucking mindset thing, dude. I've seen so many guys that are just, their skills aren't that good, but in there they're durable and their mindset's really fucking mean, and they take out skilled motherfuckers.
Diego Sanchez just had the longest run in the UFC, a guy who was completely limited skill wise, but had the fucking mindset. I mean, look at him. Look what Diego Sanchez did in his career. Look how many wins, how many fights, how long
you've trained with him, right?
Yeah, but you can just tell just from watching him fight that he's not.
Like,
honestly, I don't think he landed a single punch on me the entire camp out there with BJ that last fight. But so. Grappling he's good at, but I mean, as far as the curvature of the sport goes, and I believe MMA has the most progressive learning curve of any sport, and Diego's mindset and belief in himself was able to carry him through over a decade of at the highest level.
Yeah.
And that mindset is so fucking important. That's what Jared has, and that's what makes me a fan of his, And
I wonder how much of it too is like the good durable genes to back up the mindset. If you got this great fucking mindset, but your body just constantly breaks down, like, how much does that have to do with it too?
Man, so this is what the new science that's out there that's fascinating, called epigenetics, right? Epi means above or before, and then there's the word the genetics. So what they're finding comes above or before your genes is your thought, is your environment. So genes 100% react to their environment. So what makes up the environment of your genes? It's your diet, your lifestyle, and your thoughts. Your thoughts program your entire genetic makeup. So this is so crucial. I believe someone that's lethargic or soft, they, not to be a dick, but they're not fit for this. Their minds are weak, so their bodies are weak. You have a strong mind, you're going to have a strong body. You will never meet anyone that has a strong mind and a weak body. It absolutely will not work like that. The physical body is 1,000% linked to the mind. And I've heard my whole life how mental, or the last 20 years, how mental this game is, how mental MMA is. And I'm just now, after 20 years, at 40 years old, realizing how mental it actually is. And it's fucking crazy, man. It comes down to different laws that govern this fucking reality, like the law of attraction that people hear about. And, you know, you attract that victory that night, starting off months before, weeks before, and you build up to that night of the fight, and you'll manifest either a victory or a loss based on your mindset, how it's been your entire camp, not just based on your mindset that night. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, it's training. It's Jedi training. You got to train your fucking mind just like you train your body.
Yeah. And especially too, just like you envision this fight for so long, but then something completely something happens in the fight that you didn't think about. You're like, holy fuck, and all of a sudden this is not going good. Being able to counter those thoughts too, and be able to climb back and still be offensive after you're fucking fatigued, or after you get hit with a hard body shot, still having it in your mind that I can still kill this guy.
That is the gold. That is a gold in this sport, and that people aren't even aware of. So something happens to the human being when we overcome fear, believe it or not. And I was just talking to the lady next door in that metaphysical store about this. This is going to sound crazy to a lot of people. You have psychic genes in your DNA right now. Everybody does. Everyone listening to this, we all do. JX, you got psychic genes in you. I mean, it's crazy. The only way to unlock these genes, they're encompassed by a protein barrier. Well, there's a certain secretion that's released from your brain when you overcome fear. When the human being is put in the position of fight or flight, and we choose fight over flight, we react with courage instead of fear. Something happens to us on a genetic level. And these secret genes that have been in your DNA since birth, this secretion breaks down the protein that's encompassing these genes, therefore allowing them to be turned on, essentially. Or,
yeah, that makes sense.
It's fucking wild. All these ancient mystery schools, you hear about all these secret societies, all these ancient mystery schools of ancient Egypt, they're built upon this alone, the human being conquering fear. Because something fucking happens to us, we literally upgrade. We make like a DNA activation or a genetic upgrade every time we conquer fear. Every time you step out of that ring with a victory after getting your ass kicked, and you're able to turn the momentum against you towards your opponent and then win the fight. When you're able to mentally overcome that and succeed in doing it, and you walk out of that cage a victor, you are a more advanced human being than you were 15 minutes prior when you walked into that fucking ring.
Your confidence leveled up.
Your confidence leveled up, and your fucking genes leveled up. Your physical body leveled up. That is fucking crazy. That's literally the symbol of the caduceus. The same symbol that's all over the world in every hospital is the caduceus. It's the DNA going up.
Is it similar when you say you found a hot chick and you ended up scoring her and really fucking her really good, and you walk out of there and you're just like, my genes just leveled up? Is it similar? Maybe not as deep of a level. Obviously fighting's fucking crazy, but still you have a similar feeling. It's like, I'm the fucking man, baby.
There's something different with that too. I'm learning all about that as well. It's fascinating. I think sex and sexual energy and all is something that they don't teach us, and is in school. We're taught to,
stuff
shame
it down.
Stuff it down, shame, and we're taught that for a fucking reason. I promise you. It's crazy. If you look on all the,
what do you think the reason is?
It's good. It's gnarly shit. It's gnarly
like
shit.
Religious.
So you have I even hate that word, religious. All religion is sponsored around it, but spiritual. The spiritual reason for it is we have energy flow through your body. It's crazy. You have energy systems. They're known as the chakras. Well, so for the ancient Egyptians, if you looked at all the pictographs of these Egyptian gods, most of them are carrying a staff, and it's a very specific staff. It's a tool called their staff of resurrection, and it's crazy. And this has to do with sexual energy. So you see them carrying this big rod, and it has two prongs in the end. And the top of it has a little like S with some rivets in it. And so they would stick this staff, the prongs that would stick in the ground, and the top of the rod would stick at the base of their skull where the spine met their skull, and then it would have a tuning fork, and they would put the tuning fork on the rod, and it would send a very specific vibration or frequency up your spine, therefore go out throughout your whole body. And the pictures of these these Egyptian gods or whatever, these netters would have hard-ons after doing this rod of resurrection. And then what they would do with that, I guess you would have to use your willpower to control like the orgasm essentially. And when you did this, it says you would be able to unlock dimensions and unlock all this crazy shit. It's fucking wild, dude. And every time you see the people walking like this and going up a wall, it means there's a switch of 90 degrees, and that means they went into another dimension. It's fucking crazy shit. And they're not teaching that here in the West. You know what I mean? It's a very powerful thing, and I know shame on the educational systems and all that. And we should be empowering each other. You know what I mean? As a fucking species, as a country, like we should be learning about this shit and learn how to use it to better our lives and the lives of our species and the planet. Not fucking condemn it and say, oh, if you get sex before married, you're gonna go fucking burn in the lake of fire for eternity. That was I was raised upon. You know, I was raised Catholic. My mom was born in Italy, so I was raised hardcore Catholic. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Or you're with a girl, you're committed to the girl, and you have thoughts about another girl. Wow, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
That's the rod. That's the staff right there. That's it right there. You just saw it. He was just holding it.
Yeah, it is crazy. Relationship-wise, what they teach you in school is super. Well, and communication, relationships one way or the other. It's really fucking. It's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. Imagine. I don't know. I feel like I could go off about relationships all day, but I've rarely seen a marriage or relationship be healthy and like stay together forever. Like I've rarely fucking seen that. And if they do, then the guy's probably been sneaking around for years under the table and then feeling this guilt about it. And like, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, it is interesting. What's the longest you were married?
I've never been married.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never been married. Just a few different relationships, you know, have some kids. So I'm happy with that. And it's interesting. The psychology of that is always fascinating me as well. The psychology of sex and, you know, females and how the psychology works between lovers and stuff is always fascinating me as well. Yeah. I think here in the West, we're taught different, you know. Some cultures have, you know, different, you know, partners, and they're fine. They're happy. A lot of people I know, actually the most happiest couples I know, they never got married. They're together for decades, but they never got married. Yeah. And I see that a lot more nowadays than actual happily married couples. You know? For sure. And I think with that, because like I've been together with Mariah for 11 years, and it's like, okay, we're together because we choose to be, not because we have to go through a bunch of paperwork to get out of here. This is half, this is half. If we didn't want to be together, then we could just decide that right now and go our separate ways. And it's not a huge fucking deal compared to like, you need to get married. You need to go in debt and have your wedding. And then a couple years later, it's this fucking blow up. Yeah. That's a shame too. I think it's exactly that. I think these little girls are raised in this country to want to grow up and have a white picket fence and a husband and marriage and marriage. They're pushed on this, you know, concept of marriage, and it becomes almost like a goal that they have to attain. And a lot of girls, and when they find themselves lonely or they get out of a relationship, they become wrecks, mental train wrecks, because, oh no, this goal is no longer attainable for me. And maybe society makes them feel so ashamed. But dude, fuck that, dude. What if this little girl is meant to be a fucking world champion? Yeah. You know what I mean? Some fucking sport. Like, that should be our fucking emphasis, is building up everyone, empowering everybody to go chase their fucking dreams, dude. Yeah. Not find someone and rely your happiness on them. Exactly. Fuck. Yeah. So what kind of drugs are your favorite? You've been messing with some psychedelics and some weed and shit? Yeah, I'm at a point now in life where I don't really I won't take any chemicals or anything that I even barely drink, but anything from the earth. Any drugs that self-destruct. Is that what it is? Yeah, but more so chemicals. Right now I'm on this kick, and I will be for the rest of my life, is stuff from the earth. I'm obsessed with everything from this planet, and I'm learning about this Spagyrics. It's crazy. You guys got to research this stuff. It's a science within alchemy known as Spagyrics, and it's the science or art of separating the mind, body, spirit of the plant kingdom. You can also do the same with the mineral kingdom and the animal kingdom, but there's a mind, body, spirit. These three separate parts that also make up the human kingdom. But Spagyrics is the art of separating these three and then through a chemical process, you put it back in a different form, and it becomes a completely new element. It's fucking wild. And so this is where modern medicine comes from. All medicine. There you go. I actually have that book. I'm reading it right now. But it's fucking fascinating.
This will be all beyond, like what he's pulling up will be on the screen for
oh, awesome. Oh, perfect. Yeah, fucking, it's crazy. So this is where medicine comes from. Like modern medicine isn't supposed to be fucking pills in a fucking made in the lab by a guy in a trench coat. Fucking the way this is designed. See, I have that symbol Mercury tattooed on my face. That's the alchemical symbol for spirit in alchemy. And so in Spagyrics, they separate the mind, the body, the spirit, and they, through a different form, they put it in a different physical body, but it still contains the mind, body, spirit from the original body. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then someone looks at you and they hear you talk and they think you're a fucking kook. But then they'll go to the doctor and then the doctor will say, nope, take this prescription. And then to counter the negative things, we'll take this prescription. And to counter the negative things of that one, we'll take this prescription. And the people look at them like, okay, and just fucking stumble out of there.
Dude, and then they're mental wrecks. They become dependent on that shit. Paracelsus was the first doctor of the Renaissance era. I've been following his work, and I'm obsessed with learning about all that stuff. And it's the spirit of these plants which affects the spirit of us. And that's why I think smoking weed and even drinking and stuff is interesting, because think about it. Back then they used to say wine and spirits. They say you're drinking spirits. Well, now learning about all this stuff, that there's an actual spirit to these grapevines. Back then they say that the grapes used to be the most complete plant. It was the one plant that all other plants aspired to be because it was the most divine plant. And even smoking weed, I think the different highs we get from the different strains, maybe we're inhaling the spirit or the essence of that plant, and so it's giving us a different high than a different strain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you smoke a strain that's like completely organic and grew under the sun, compared to a strain that's been sprayed with all these pesticides. Fuck. And then you're like, you get all this anxiety, and you're like, I hate weed. Yeah, it's like, dude, maybe the shit weed you're smoking.
You fucking know it's different. You've been smoking weed the last 10, 15 years, and then you smoke the weed now from these dispensaries. It's fucking different.
Yeah,
there's a different high. It doesn't last as long, and it's something fucking synthetic about it. It really fucking is. You know what I mean? It's like you've been eating organic food your whole life, and then boom, all of a sudden GMO food out of nowhere. You're gonna fucking notice a difference. How you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a big thing, dude. That's just a big thing. In the amount of pesticides that are in the soil that's fucking cooking half your food. Like if you try some real organic good food from a farm that's made with good soil, dude, the richness and the color of it, the richness and the taste of it, and you feel when it goes down in your stomach, it's like, damn, this is right. I feel it. I guess that's when you're in tune with your body a little bit. You know what I mean? How long you been eating organic food?
Yeah, fuck. I did the organic raw food diet for about 4 years, and I didn't. And I'm not gonna eat a big plate or bowl of greens. I drink my greens. So I have that Blendtec blender. I use it fucking multiple times a day. But for 4 years I did that, and it was incredible. I felt amazing, and that's when I dropped down from 155 down to 145, then down to 135.
Who turned you on to like organic food and like, hey, you could eat this like good shit?
Just learning about it. I became a fucking health nerd, and just being in MMA, being in the industry, wanting to learn more and gather, and just listening to this podcast, reading this book, and just it's been a journey of just collecting data, and then I found about the alkaline diet after doing the raw food diet, and came across Dr. Sebi and his work, and I'm fascinated with that and how the body responds to that. And
yeah, I'm thankful. Like same for you. Like going through these years and years of fighting, these years and years of trying different diets, and then like we've been hungry to learn from podcasts or hungry to learn from other coaches because we're doing it too. And that's kind of where I learned to eat organically. But yeah, I always see on your stories some of the shakes you're making, and I'm like, damn, that looks fucking good.
Yeah. Man, it just takes a couple ingredients. You know what I mean? I do a mushroom and protein shake every morning, every night. I do my lion's mane. I got the BareKnuckle. It's like a reishi and a couple of turkey tail. But it's profound. Just the way this, God designed this planet perfectly, and we won't even get to what God is and all this stuff. Short little gist of it.
We'll do it again on a future pod.
Yeah, for sure. So these mushrooms, I mean, fuck, you guys are all in them. It's profound. You guys heard Stamets talk about it. Actually, you see when Joe Rogan interviewed Paul, and Paul Stamets was, I think he was Joe Rogan's most requested guest he's ever had. And Paul is fascinating, and you hear him talk, and he kind of turned me on to mushrooms as well. And it's fucking crazy how how our body responds to these things. It's not so much that's fascinating, even though they are, and that they're an intelligent, life source, but it's how we respond to these things. That's what's fucking fascinating.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I think when it comes to the training and competing too, that lion's mane is huge. I think you feel sharper, you can think more,
What's
sharper.
your like go-to brand of lion's mane? Do you have one, or do you just test a bunch of different ones out?
I have like 3 different ones. There's a Sprouts across the street. I'm there fucking literally like 3 or 4 times a week and just grab different shit, and fuck, all my money goes to Sprouts, Whole Foods.
Dude, same
I mean?
here. That's my fun time too, is going to the store and fucking. But we live out in Waddell now, so to get to a store, it's 20-30 minutes. So I've been kind of Instacarting our food, and it's not as good.
Damn.
But it is crazy when that just shows up on your doorstep, the food you ordered. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that's missing now, and today in the West was going out and collecting your food, and that used to be such a process, going out to hunt or going out to collect some food or going down to the market to get some food, and that food's going to go bad in 3 to 4 days. Now people are going to Costco. They're buying all this bulk stuff, packing it in fridges in their garage, and it's just sitting there. But it's all artificial stuff. There's no life force to that. There's no energy to that. And going back to the Spagyrics, it's the spirit of these plant foods that we eat, which heals the spirit of us, which is in turn going to heal our mind. So I do a fucking good nutritional program. Just eating smart, eating intelligently is going to help your mindset, and therefore it's going to help your performances.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure. And then people wonder too, like, what do you mean eating smart? How do I know? It's like you eat something, and a couple seconds after, a minute, 2 minutes after, you start getting gassy and burpy, and you're just like, oh, well, maybe that's not good for you. And then the more in tune you get with eating organic, and the more you're able to do it and stay very hydrated, the more you'll be able to eat something and be like, damn, that wasn't good for me. I feel that. I feel it in my joints. I feel it in my fucking brain. I don't feel as sharp.
Fuck.
I didn't sleep as good. Or, yeah, it's pretty intense.
Your whole body will react to it. They call your stomach your second brain for a reason. It's fascinating. I try to do a lot of alkaline fruits, seeded fruits. They say fruits is the only food group that can go through, that you can digest without 0 cellular energy.
So what's like what's some alkaline fruits?
So like anything with seeds, you want to have seed. Seed is like the signature of God. You know what I mean? A lot of these GMO fruits don't have seeds. Even like organic bananas, you want to get the burro bananas that have the actual seeds. Dragon fruit, I love dragon fruit.
Ooh, that one's a good one. So what do you do with dragon fruit? You just put it in your smoothie?
I'll just put them in the fridge. I'll go get like usually 5 at a time, put them in the fridge, and then cut them in half and just eat them with a spoon.
Snack.
Yeah, snack. And or on my way to training, or if I'm cutting weight. But it gives me a good little energy zip, and it's super clean. And again, a lot of the fruit you'll kind of pee out. It'll go in your system. It's kind of easy in, easy out. And when it comes to weight cutting, all that stuff's super important. And 0 cellular energy to digest, which is huge, because now you can spend energy on other things like rest and recovery, or positive thinking, or
Yeah. Well, what's kind of, when you're not training, because you probably don't play video games, what do you do when you're not training usually? What's some stuff that you enjoy doing? Just kind of chilling out, because you have your baby girl too.
Yeah, I'm busy being a dad and all that stuff too. But honestly, like, I'm obsessed with just learning this knowledge, honestly, about alchemy and hermetics. And I'm just scratching the tip of a fucking iceberg right now. And I know more than anyone else that I can even converse with about this stuff. I've had a lot of people reach out to me on social media asking me what like lodges I'm from and stuff from the guys from the Freemasons and these different secret societies. And I'm not part of any of them. So I could go out and talk about this stuff and share this stuff. But any chance I get to, read and absorb and learn something new about this stuff, I have to. I feel like I have a responsibility to learn about it so I can share it with people.
Yeah, that's sweet. Have you always had that kind of like, like hunger to learn, whether it's in martial arts? Well, obviously martial arts, right?
Martial arts, yeah. But just martial arts. Like all my friends that know me for the last like 20, 25 years, all I ever cared about, honestly, was fighting and girls. That's it. Just fucking going out, getting in fights, fucking on the weekends, going up, getting brawls at your boys and fucking smashing ass. Like, that's all you care about is fucking girls and fighting for fucking years and years and years, decades. And now I'm like a fucking book nerd.
Yeah.
And it's completely different, dude. I'm a different man than I was fucking 10 years ago. It's wild. And I will walk through whatever fire I had to walk through 1,000 times with a smile on my face to get the perception and the knowledge that I have now.
It's fucking awesome.
It is. It's awesome. And I just want to apply it. It's
Yeah. And I think talking about it on podcasts, you have your own podcast with
Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ascended Arts. Yeah, we haven't done one in a while. Fuck, we gotta start doing that. But
I think the podcast it almost holds you accountable to put it into action, and then be able to talk about it. Because if you just talk about it, and you don't put it into action, then it's just a theory, and it's just like you're just kind of a fraud a little bit.
Yeah, 1,000%. And the second one, anyone comes across as a fraud, then their voice loses all validity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I honestly don't even feel qualified to even talk about alchemy and hermetics and all that. Like, the people that learn this stuff, they're in complete secrecy. They're behind closed doors.
They don't talk about it?
No, dude. So what you didn't learn in school was that Isaac Newton was an alchemist before he was a scientist. The man wrote over 1 million words on alchemy, but they're not teaching this in the school system. Da Vinci, Romulus, Galileo, Pythagoras, Vitruvius, Plato, Socrates. All these men write about Hermes or Thoth or this alchemical knowledge in their own right. It's fucking fascinating. It's fucking crazy.
That is crazy, especially if just no one's really talking about it. And just
it's crazy. This fucking knowledge has been stuffed under the fucking carpet from us, and it happened back with Emperor Constantine, 300 to 400 AD, during the canonization of the New Testament and all that. With a kind of iron fist, he went out and stamped out all this esoteric knowledge. And
so, what got you into looking into this stuff? What was the first time you're like, I'm gonna look into like alchemy?
I get asked that question a lot, and what it was is before I moved out here to Arizona about 6 years ago, I've just been raised Catholic. You know what I mean? And I was thinking, like, okay, all I know is what my mom has told me and what I've been told from raised here in the West. I'm like, what if I was born in a different country? I would have been raised up completely in a different religion. Wouldn't that made me a different person?
That's a funny question to ask religious people.
You know what I mean? Would I burn in hell because I was born in a different country? I'm like, all these people are going to war and killing each other and killing women and children in the name of God, in the name of religion. What the fuck is that about? They're either all incorrect and they're fucking all lunatics, religious lunatics, or they're all correct and they're all worshiping the same God, but just things are getting lost in translation. And so I said, okay, I'm going to pick 5 different religions, and I'm going to indulge myself in their knowledge for about 1 year. I'm not going to say I believe in their religion, but I want to at least absorb the knowledge that they're absorbing. Yeah. So I did lists of the 5 different, Taoism, Buddhism. I was even the Satanic Bible I was going to get into. But the decision to even start reading those and going down that path got guided very swiftly and surely to alchemy. And it's been a series of events, and honestly, it sounds crazy, but psychic things happening, psychic phenomena, things that I can't explain. Things happen and appear that other people were there that they witness, and crazy shit. So I know for a fact that I'm on the right path. Yeah. I know that I wouldn't be experiencing the thing that I'm experiencing if I wasn't researching this stuff. You know what I mean? Because then I might be afraid of it. But because I have the knowledge to digest what I'm experiencing, I believe it's happening more and more and more.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's fucking it's sweet. You're just scratching the surface, so it makes you look forward to just fucking learning more. And I gotta look into it a little bit.
Bro, it's fucking crazy. I'm telling you. So there's rumors that fucking Hermes, Thoth, used to appear to fucking Tesla in his laboratory. Right? And we'll look at Tesla's research. Look at his knowledge. He was 1,000 years ahead of his time. You know what I mean? The reason why we're able to do this podcast right now is because of, his work with electricity and energy and all this crazy shit.
Well, it's like a good beginner's book for people to check out if they want to just slowly start it. Because half the words you say probably are just going one through your out there. They don't even know some of the words.
For sure.
So like dumbing it down for like an 18, 19, 20-year-old.
For sure. I will. But check this out. Remember, Hermes would appear to Tesla in his lab. So freaking 2 years ago, when Bulldog fought out there at PFL, they're in the hotel, the New Yorker, on the 33rd floor. Coach Crouch sends me a picture of the painting hanging outside Tesla's office. Guess what? It's a painting of
what?
Hermes.
Damn. Oh, okay. I think I remember.
You know what I mean? Isn't that fucking crazy, dude? There's no way that's a coincidence. Yeah. There's no fucking way. But yeah, for you people that are interested in this stuff, P. Manly Hall has a great book called The Secret Teaching of All Ages that gets into this stuff. Or I would highly suggest the Kabbalion, written by the 3 Initiates. Nice. Or even the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. It's crazy. if you guys decide to research this stuff and go, just know that your reality is going to change. What you know as reality will fucking change. I promise you that. That's the book right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out, boys. So how about the art of sparring? I wanted to talk about a little bit over the years, because you've been sparring, and you know, you've started back in the fucking OG days when we were just young tykes. So back in the OG days, it was just probably like, okay, we're going in there. If you get KO'd, you get KO'd. We're sparring hard. And even still to this day at the lab, it's not as much as it was before, but we used to kill each other. Yeah. I used to have in my mind sparring a lot of different guys, Efren Escudero, different guys. I'm like, I'm going to try to KO you. That's my goal, is to fucking lay you flat right now.
Yeah.
And that was happening a lot in the training, but it's I think it's changed a little bit and gotten a little bit better. But what's your outtake on sparring and how much you should spar?
I think we got a good program at the lab as far as just sparring, doing one kickboxing sparring day and one MMA sparring day a week, you know. So, and I like that the rounds are short. I think you can get the same simulation, more intelligent and more safer for the fighter. I think guys, the first 10 years, I would say, maybe 5 years, depending on the athlete, they need a lot of hard sparring. They need to conquer their response time. They need to build that confidence. They need to feel what it's like getting hit.
Yeah.
I've been part of a lot of hard gyms that spar super hard, and I understand how we want to protect the fighter, protect the brain. And as you get older and you stick around this sport, you realize how important that is. You know, not doing too much hard sparring and protecting the brain and laying off.
Like you said, at the beginning too, because if you're just getting into this and you're wanting to start sparring, it's like you can't just spar nice and expect to. You go into a fight and all of a sudden you have the anxiety of this guy's trying to hurt you now, and the conditioning change, the urgency in your body and your muscles change. So you do, I think, agree. At the beginning, you got to learn to spar. You got to learn to get that grit in that fight from sparring a little bit.
You have to, yeah. And you stick around this sport long enough, and especially from a coach's perspective, you'll see people just develop into fighters from an average Joe, and seeing how the sparring makes them harder and makes them more confident. They walk a little bit taller, and both male and females, you see them kind of develop. You know, it's cool to see these guys. I've started off just in my cardio classes and now are on the team in the program, and seeing them kind of develop and kind of, it's cool. And you know, it's the hard work that they're doing with their teammates, and the sparring rounds essentially is what's making that upgrade more so than anything else.
Yeah,
because a lot of MMA guys don't do fucking bag work. I think it's the one thing that's missing for most MMA teams is fucking heavy bag work. You know, that's what builds that explosive muscle tissue. Sitting down, gritting down, just fucking wailing that leather bag as hard as you fucking can, reps after reps after rep. Fucking, that's what builds up that explosive muscle tissue. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
And then you go apply that muscle tissue in the sparring round. You know, but you need both. You can't just be shadow boxing, doing some pad work, and then boom, spar.
Yeah.
You need fucking heavy. You know what I mean? You gotta. It's like building a video game character. You know, you gotta build up all the different levels and make it fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking badass. So your last fight was a bare knuckle fight, and that was your first bare knuckle, like where you just
first bare knuckle MMA. Yeah,
that was probably pretty interesting. Have you had strong hands throughout your career?
Yeah, I've always had bony knuckles. I had my wrist fucking fractured too. I guess it was fractured from fucking before the fight. They did the X-ray and they said fucking it happened 6 months prior.
It was probably just healed a little wrong.
Yeah, just the thumb was. I fucked it up again the fight bad, but they want to fuse and shit.
So that wasn't because you can. So in the bare knuckles, you can wrap your hand like what 2 inches below the knuckles.
Yep, 2 inches below the knuckles and 2 inches below the wrist.
Okay.
So they give you a whole roll of gauze and a whole roll of tape just for that. So I actually felt fucking good.
Were you able to make a nice, good fist?
Fuck yeah. I felt his head fucking pop when I cracked that motherfucker. I fucking dropped him. I think I kicked him. I kicked him, and then he went to kick me back, and then I sat down and hooked him overhand right and dropped him. And as he was falling, I went up and cracked him with another right hand. I felt it go through his hands and hit his forehead. And I just felt my knuckle like pop his fucking head open. Like pop is the best word to describe it.
Yeah.
And he had a big old fucking gash in his head. And
so you enjoyed that. When are they gonna probably put you on again? You think? Because that's Masvidal's promotion, right?
Yeah, Game Brand. So I want to be on hopefully number 4. I think they're putting the card together for the 3rd show right now. But Jared's got that fight January 22nd against Brunson. So I got to be dedicated to help him get ready for that. And so after that, I'd like to fight as soon as possible for them. And I love the fucking bare knuckle MMA setting. I think it's true to form. So
yeah,
where our fucking sport
You're
comes
made
from,
for it.
You know?
You're made for it.
And it's different. Yeah, it's different, dude. I mean, it's fucking, guys react differently. The takedown defense is differently. Fucking, it's different. But as far as the overcoming fear and being put in a position of fight or flight, which is why I still compete, there's no better platform for it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for the glory. I'm not doing it for anything but
that feeling.
Becoming a better version of myself and overcoming fear. And man, that's right. I had zero nerves. Honestly, I haven't fought in fucking almost 2 years. I haven't fought in the States in almost 5 years because I was over at ACA fighting overseas. I remember just bouncing around, warming up backstage before I went out. I had not one fucking sliver of nerves.
Yeah.
It was kind of an eerie thing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, well, you're a vet now too, and you're in a room with such fucking savages.
Yeah.
And then you look at that guy, it's like, this guy can't fucking stand with me.
Yeah.
You know, so that was fucking pretty sweet. But dude, I feel like we could chat all day, but you got to get sparring. I got to get sparring, help out Sugar, and then keep it popping, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, guys.
That was fun chatting.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Peace.
See you guys.